I have what I like to think is probably my best Temu haul to date. This is also probably one of my biggest hauls as well, so there's a lot to go through. I'm gonna link everything that I've shopped down below. Temu is sponsoring today's video, so thank you so much to Temu for sponsoring, but I do not make a commission off of the links, and I paid for all of these items myself, so I do wanna let you guys know that. If you don't know about Temu, let me put you on what I think will probably be your favorite website, because it's definitely my favorite website. There's anything and everything on here. It's just amazing. You get free shipping, free returns within 90 days, plus they do a 30-day money price adjustment. I don't even know if I'm saying that right, but basically if within 30 days of you buying that item, and within 30 days of that, and the price lowers from what you originally bought it at, you get the difference. So definitely pro tip is go through the Temu app. And yeah, so that's the gist about Temu. I know a lot of you still want to see a lot of junk journaling items, so I'm going to share all of my finds. Like I said, it's a huge haul. Grab your coffee, your blanket, and let's go to town. I picked up these little like wood, they're like called wood hanging ornaments. This has a very specific color theme, as you can tell. It's green, yellow, orange, and black, and that's it. There's no other colors on here. But that's the other thing I love about Temu. If I want to shop any holiday, I can do that at any point in the year. So I just found these to be so cute, and I thought I feel like they would sell out so fast during the month of October. So I just wanted to kind of like, you know, be a little bit ahead of the game. But these, I'm so excited. I had no idea Temu even had something like this on their website, but these are like, well, they're faux, they're not real bottle caps, but they're just milk bottle caps. And I have been trying to actually find vintage ones for the longest time, and I could not believe that I found these from Temu. Like, they are so cute. I love the vintage style of them, and they're gonna be such a great addition to my junk journaling. Some more junk journaling pieces. This has like vintage papers stacked in here. Like, look how good these are. I mean, let me tell you, one of the best ways really is to watch videos of people hauling, because there's so much that that's on Temu. So hopefully linking this will be helpful to you guys, so that you don't have to because you could deep dive for days. I love that too, but sometimes you just like want to know kind of like what's going on, and I'm just trying to show you guys like some of my favorite finds. I mean, definitely looks really, I don't even know if this is like truly tea dyed, but the papers are wrinkly and everything. I also picked up a vintage Easter banner, and they are all so precious in here. So if you do want to use them as banners, you can. I like using them as ephemera. I just absolutely love these images. I love stickers. Let me tell you, you could just go for days and days on this website and find stickers. There's stickers for your businesses, stickers for like nostalgic Golden Girls. I've seen it all, okay? I liked these. These are just like a smiley face classic roll of stickers. So yeah, I just got this roll of smiley faces. I just love anything, honestly, that's also yellow. Then I picked up this sticker pack. It's just like a from and to label. I'm gonna go ahead and open these. When I junk journal, I'm always looking for certain like color palettes. So in this particular order, I wanted to make sure I got something that was blue and something that was red. A bunch of stickers. These have like a little bee theme. And I'm probably gonna have to just throw up a picture of them from the website so that you can pause the screen and just kind of take a look at them a little bit closer. But yeah, I think there's like a 50 pack of stickers. And obviously, as you can see, I was going for a little bee theme. And then here is this pack. I'm gonna sort through this one as well. Even though I have such a huge haul today, I still wanna make sure that you guys can see everything. And I have had this on my list for such a long time. It was on the little bit more pricier side, but when I did the math on like how many each little envelope cost, it was like pennies. So eventually I guess I justified it, but this is like a junk journaler's dream. Okay, so this is basically like a money or gift card holder, but I love that it's this little, to me, it's an envelope with a window. That's what it is. I can create shaker cards. I can do all kinds of things with this from a junk journaling perspective. And I junk journal in color themes. So look at all of these colors. Nice. So there's that. Then I got this pack of like list pads. Again, I was shopping for solid colors of things so that when I work in my junk journals, if I have like a color theme going on, so like if I have a color theme of these 3 colors, I've got papers like this. And I like that it's plain, just has lines and check boxes. To me, that is absolutely perfect to work with. But also if you're just in the market for some checklists, very, very inexpensive. And you can just switch them out and, you know, use whatever color suits your fancy. This item is random, but this is actually a tattoo cover. I wanted to see how well I liked it. I also think they are waterproof. I do have a tattoo that I got when I was 18. I absolutely hate it, and shocker. But you couldn't have told me then. Nobody can tell you at 18. Not a single person. And I have been wanting to get it removed for quite some time, but I haven't gotten to that yet. But mark my words, by 2026 of next summer, I'm gonna have it removed. But anyways, I got this to see how well I would like kind of covering it up, you know, during the summertime. So that's where I'm at right now in my life, where I'm embarrassed by my 18-year-old decision. Then I got these. As you can see, they're just sticker labels and they're just color coded. It's so fun. And I saw this very basic USA shirt and I absolutely adore it. It's exactly what I wanted it to be. I actually like that the colors are a little bit muted. I prefer the brighter version of this in decor, if that makes sense. But on a t-shirt, I actually like that it's kind of like a softer navy and a softer red, if that makes sense. I got some more bee stickers. These, I'm gonna go ahead and open them up and show you one pack. Obviously, I think I was very drawn to all the bright, fun colors. I have plans to do a Lisa Frank themed junk journal. And so I've been trying to just collect all of those rainbowy features, you know, that gives that nod to Lisa Frank. And I think these stickers really do that. So this is such a cute pack. I'm not surprised at all that me ordering this at the time got 3 of them. A roll of smiley faces. They are in a rainbow. So I love that. Again, if I'm working on a junk journal that's blue, yellow, and red, I can just pull for those. And then these I can use for other things. Old Maid. This is cute. It has like the little Velcro right there. The game comes out. I love playing cards, deck of cards. As a matter of fact, I probably spend more time than you want to know just trying to find this stuff on Temu. Okay, so look how freaking cute these are. Yes, this is what I wanted. I love when the images are simple, clear cut. I love the border. Like, look how cute that is. I'm definitely going to be playing with these for junk journaling. Obviously, if you just want it as a card game, you just love Old Maid, you love collecting Old Maid, here you go. They have it. Then I found this pack of Go Fish and Old Maid. Here is this version of Old Maid. And this pack of Go Fish. Super cute, of course, has a fishy nautical vibe. Then I got this vintage advent calendar, Christmas, again, back to like, you know, obviously it's April, but I love being able to just shop whatever holiday I need to, you know, if I'm like thinking about it. One thing is that I don't like to find stuff being sold out. So one of my tricks is that I do tend to buy Halloween and Christmas kind of right around this year when it comes to junk journaling. Next up are another pack of stickers. I think this one just has like a bunch of words. Hang on, I got it. But yeah, I'm just gonna roll through some of these. These are a little bit harder to show because like my fingers are covering it, but they just have a bunch of, you know, phrases. Another sticker pack. I do like to get a lot of stickers. I've been really focusing on a lot of 4th of July right now as well, even though that's really around the corner. Then I got a 4th of July vintage banner. These have such cute images. I definitely feel like this banner is newish. Never really seen it floating around. So there's that one, and then I also grabbed this one. This one's one of my favorites. Okay, and then this vintage banner is another one of my favorites. Like, look how cute that one is. Absolutely love that. Then I found a Snow White deck of cards. It actually came in another little casing, so it kind of just like keeps your cards. Deck of cards, and every single card has an image from the movie. I mean, they are kind of like a little bit stuck together. Seeing a lot more of the dwarfs than we are of Snow White. So obviously she's some of the higher cards, like the Jack, Queen, King, but this is exactly the kind of stuff I'm like hoping to find. So then I picked up some vintage stickers. These are also some of my favorites. I just really love, like, look how cute that is. Yeah, these are some of my favorites. I'm definitely gonna have to throw up a picture. So like the little duck is so precious to me. I actually buy these stickers quite often. Valentine's Day is one of my favorite holidays. It's my favorite. It's my #1 favorite holiday for junk journaling. Like, I do it all year round. Like, I don't care to just do Valentine's Day for February. So another thing I did not know that Temu did are these vinyls. Look at this, and I just discovered this, so I don't know if I have more in this haul, but I know I ordered more in my next order. But we have like Count Chocula, Frankenberry, Boo Berry. Like, that is so cute. But yeah, it's a like cutout vinyl. Fine. Then I got another set of flashcards. Flashcards I'm also looking for. They give you this little ring, but I love these. I actually think this is a reorder for me because I already have some of these, but I got this, like I said, I work in specific colors. So if I have like a yellow junk journal, I'm gonna include this. You know? It's like the amendment. That is so funny. Like all the amendments, yeah, that is such a cute little find to me. I'll definitely treat this like ephemera. Then I got a pack of some bee charms. I mean, you see themes, right? So here's what the little charm looks like. But these are vintage Easter ones or spring ones, and you get 2 of each. Look how darling these are. These are so vintage, right up my alley. Like, look how cute. Ooh, I love that one. Like, oh, I just love, the little chick is wearing a hat. Like, so I'll show you these. Some of these are a little bit, yeah. Like I need to show them by themselves because they're a little bit harder to see when you have them all grouped together. Little eagle, she's hugging the flag. She's cute. Just the flag. God bless America. Look at her with her little outfit. He's cute. Here she is again. I also picked up some patches. God, you could just honestly go to town on patches alone. I also recently just discovered that they have patches that are like nostalgic. But I just picked up like the daisies, and they come in multiple colors. Wait, that one's, yeah. Some of these are flipped backwards. These vintage stickers. Not gonna open up this pack because I have as I'm opening it, I have so many stickers in here. Like it would be so hard to just, but I'm just gonna have to insert photos or a video clip, however I'm doing it, so that you can see what these stickers. Again, I really love the vintage ones. I think they're just my absolute favorites. I got another of like the wood ornaments. This is 4th of July, but this one does have some differences. So I'm just gonna show you these. Yeah, a lot of, you know, this one has like she's a repeat. But this one's cute. Also picked up some bee patches for 4th of July style stickers. Oh, I love the tie. The tie is so cute. But yeah, just a nice variety, you know. I am so in love with this pack. This comes with a little United States map. I love this. To me, this is like, you know, an ephemera card, and then you get all of the states. I think that's so cute. Comment and let me know which one is your state. But here's mine. Oh. Here's mine. Vintage stickers. These are slightly different because they are larger, but they are also some of my favorites. This isn't my first time buying these. These have just been a constant like restock for me. And then you kind of get into some really cute like little Valentine's Day ones. And then yeah, there's just like, there's even Christmas in here. I just love how vintage these look, and they are a sticker, so you can remove the back. This is actually one of my favorite vintage images of all time, this little chariot. And then just flip through some of these. Oh, the cowboy is so cute. Some of my favorite junk journal items to look for are like greeting cards, and these have a vintage, obviously a 4th of July look to them. And you get the envelopes. That's the color of the envelopes. And then here are the cards, and they are just blank on the inside, which I love that. I don't really care for anything to be on the inside because I will junk journal. And so this will give me a chance, if I use this part, sometimes I'll just cut apart and use this, but if I keep it intact, I can write my journal entry right there. Next up, I knew I'd gotten more of these vinyls. Like once I started finding one, then I kind of like knew what keywords to like search for. And so I'm not really a fan overall of like her teeth in it, but from far away, she's like a Monet. One of Teddy Ruxpin. Found these. They're so cute. Obviously, this is very like geared towards teachers, which by the way, if you're a teacher, you probably already know anyway. I feel like teachers are so good at finding like cheap things, cheap websites, because teachers spend a lot of their own money on their classrooms and their students. But Temu really has got so many great things. October. Well, look how cute that is. Are you kidding me? Okay, so, but for me, for a junk journaler, and I feel like in another life I was a teacher, I'm very drawn to all the teachery things. I don't know why that is. This one has a weather related. Please, I just feel like I find the cutest junk journaling stuff, honestly, but everyone's junk journaling looks different to me. I do have more of a like childlike, very vibrant. These have also been one of my newest obsessions in deep diving off of Temu, are these like scrapbook paper packs. I feel like this is a Mary Poppins theme. You can definitely pause on the screen if you want to take a look at everything, but yeah, it's definitely, it is a Mary Poppins theme. Like, look how cute. I love all of these papers. This is just honestly the best way for me to like rotate and show you. Oh, the kites. The kites are cute. Oh my gosh, can you imagine the kind of kites you could find on Temu? Look at this one. Definitely pause to take a longer look. This one's so cute too. Butterfly. Oh, this is a beautiful paper pack. Are you kidding me? Like, just Temu hauls. So if you just want to go down the rabbit hole, I've got the videos for you, and I've got them all lined up in a playlist. So what it will do on YouTube is it will just play them, you know, back to back. So that's what a playlist does here, in case you didn't know. This little paper pack, by the way, has a texture to it. It is so cool. I don't know how to describe it. Almost fabric-like, but just thicker than a paper. I don't really know like how to describe it. But this is such a good one. I'm gonna have to go back and place another order of these. But yeah, so some people might have more of this style for junk journaling, like this color set. I do tend to prefer more of a rainbowy thing, but I still love to buy a lot of these like vintage papers, because like I'll just like use them randomly throughout some of my junk journals. Like they'll still fit in my junk journals, but I don't do a full junk journal, if that makes sense, in like this kind of like color palette. What? And all of these are stickers. So all of these will peel back. I also picked up some charms, or like acrylic charms. These have a little crayon look to them. And I don't know if you can see it, but there is a little hole through there. Right there between the green and the yellow. So you can definitely like turn it into charms and earrings too if you wanted to do that. And then here is another little paper pack. This one I think has like a circus theme. Yeah, like come one, come all. Oh my gosh, I truly had no idea how good the paper packs were. These Housewife. Definitely pause. So freaking cute. I love the polka dots. Oh, here's another one of those vinyl stickers. I don't even know if it has a sticker adhesive on the back, but this is Gem. More of these like little vintage papers. I'll just rotate through these for you. But yeah, if you could just reach out and touch them, you would find that they do almost feel like they were truly actually dyed in tea. Like the papers are crinkly. Some of them seem to feel more soaked than others. Obviously it's completely dry, but I don't know like how else to describe that. But these papers are absolutely fantastic. They're like little paper stars in all of the rainbow colors. These are also another one of my favorites. Again, this just kind of goes back to how on Temu they have a lot of stuff for like businesses. Now these tags are obviously for like clothing, like selling clothing kind of thing, but I love them because to me I treat them as ephemera, and they just, oh, they are like, I think they really are coffee dyed. So look how good that one is. Okay, I'm gonna just do it this way because some of them are like, one's upside down, one's not. Look how cute. And then, man, they were really dressing to the nines. I would like to know how long it took them to get ready. This is one of my favorites. I love anything with sailboats, and oh my gosh, that was such a good little paper pack, and they're crinkly. Here's another one of my vinyls. I found the Jetsons. Got these little tickets, great things to look for, and I really like how fun and vibrant. This one's gonna be such a great piece to use for my Lisa Frank. I also picked up these very vibrant neon whistles for that reason. Some more like envelope and card sets. There's the envelope. And then these are just some vintage 4th of July. I don't know why they're like suddenly all upside down. Oh my gosh, they are so cute. I also got a bag of these little like clips and another one of the vinyls, but Blockbuster. I love when I discovered these, like a huge pack of like vintage little papers. And it just comes with so much in here. So I'm just gonna open up this one and like, look at that. And these all have a little sticker, like ticket stub. Lots of different color options here. Very vintage. So yeah, I'm not gonna go through all of these, but such a good find on that one. Look at this one. The thing about me is that Robin Williams is my favorite actor. And he is just so greatly missed. And when I found this, I was just over the moon. Then I found these, which are stickers, but they are very nostalgic and they look like the Goosebumps VHS tapes. I think it's supposed to go like this, yeah, where like the tapes are stacked, but look how cute. I actually forgot that I was like trying to track down a bunch of like R.L. Stine Goosebump books. So here is another Clueless one, rolling with the homies. That's so cute. And then I got a Golden Girls one that has Dorothy on it, and it says, "No, I will not have a nice day. What I can't for the life of me understand is why." There we go. Like, "No, I will not have a nice day." And I found this one little sticker of the Goosebumps. All right, harsh cut to a completely different day, different outfit, different hair in this part of the video. But Yeah, I actually was filming so much because this haul was so big. I just kept coughing too much. So I had to just kind of like stop. Now I'm back. And I also was like, maybe I should make this a part 2. It's so huge, but no, we're gonna go in. I also got these stickers. So a lot of stickers in today's video. And these also have a very cute vintage like style to them. These are also some of my favorites. I do feel like they're just honestly little hidden gems. Anytime I could find, you know, just the sweetest little vintage stickers, and these are stickers, like look how cute. I think so that you can kind of like get a gist, but this pack has so many, a lot of cute little teddy bears in here. Like, this is such a good pack. I can't wait to get these linked for you. These kind of look like little stamps. Then you kind of get into some cuter little vintage ones. This is a really great pack. I have been buying this sticker pack as well for a few years when I discovered it. So that's that one. Then I got a little card set. Again, all super great prices. Just a plain vintage looking envelope. And then these, the cats are cute. Just right away, look how they have it stacked. It's very cute. Did I get 2 of the hidden gems like this on Temu? Because I'm just not always the greatest at like knowing what to type in the search bar. I don't know if anyone like does online shopping and kind of struggles with that yourself, but I'm just like, how do these people find these things? So yeah. Scrapbook paper pack. Again, you can just pause if you want to take a longer or closer look. This one has obviously a little Christmas theme. I do have like all of my craft room organized by seasons and holidays. All the vintage like 1950s Housewives. I swear, I say I would have loved it. I probably would have loved and hated it, but I would have loved to just been like a homemaker as long as I could have junk journaled. Okay, so they come looking like this. They all have this like super cute packaging. And then you can just see that they're all color coded. And then, so, oh, she's cute. Love the classic black polka dot. Here's the red, brown's the guy, and then the blue. And then when you open it, the pack of, you know, classic women are in here. So, oh my gosh, this is such a gorgeous pack. And you're getting 2 of each like style. I don't know why some of these are upside down, but right? So I'm just gonna kind of like open them up. And that's what that one looks like. Here's the red one. And then, so this whole pack came together. Oh, I thought this was like, oh, this was Halloween. I thought she was holding a pumpkin. Here's that one, the yellow pack. Here's like the pink pack. And it looks to be like 50s, 60s, and 70s is the vibe I'm getting here. The white's gonna have some brides in there, so that's cute. And then here is the green. Love the green. I wish we dressed like this still. So, oh my gosh, look how good this pack is. She looks extremely happy, and somehow, I don't know if I buy it, but maybe. Sugar, oh, this is darling. Then here are these little stickers. They're actually very like a play on Thrashers, or it's kind of like dark humor, I guess, if you will. So, oops. But it has a very like colorful vibe to it. But it has a little bit of like a dark humor to it, you know? Kind of like Goosebumps, R.L. Stine. If R.L. Stine was, not really, but like, it's just so random and bizarre. Look, that's us on Earth with our aliens. Are they still here, or they gone? What happened to them? I don't know. But yeah, this has been some of my favorites too. What? Look at my hair. Do you see anything? Is that a gray hair? Welcome. Welcome. No, that's your... No, it's back here. I'm gonna come closer. There's this vintage one, which looks very similar in packaging to the one I opened up earlier. I'm loving this because I'm getting a lot of papers in here for such a crazy price. Are you kidding me? These are vintage gloves. Same thing on these. I wish you could feel it because there is a really cool texture to this. Micah's screaming in her room about her gray hair, so yeah, these are just one. Oh my gosh. Then we get into the ones that look like tickets. This is a score for me. Just wait for it. Look at this one. This might not seem like a big deal if you're not into junk journaling, but I love the ones that look like vintage flashcards. Some vintage papers. So let's go through that. Oh, that's fun. Very pretty. How does one even like put together images like this and just like create paper packs? Like I truly... Then I ordered Dr. Seuss because I do want to do a full-on Dr. Seuss junk journal. I've been trying to haul a bunch of things from Dollar Tree, and I'm also going into Temu obviously to find some more unique things like these stickers. Such a good pack. Looks like I picked up some more cards, but the back of the cards look just plain. Did this end up in my bag on accident? Or did I get this from Temu? Because this is straight up vintage. That's sort of crazy. All right, then we have Old Maid. It has to be Temu. I thought I was gonna have to cut that out because I was like, maybe this isn't Temu. I think it is. Here's Old Maid. This is straight up actually vintage. Like there's an actual Old Maid that is designed and illustrated like this. I am losing my marbles over this. And you're probably thinking, well, didn't you see the listing? Didn't you know? I honest to God think I just looked at the cover and I was just like, yeah, like I want Old Maid. But the actual card and images themselves, like all of this is truly like the exact vintage illustration of it. I love clowns, cute clowns. I'm not a scary clown it kind of person, but I know some people just have a no-no for clowns, but for me, if they're cute, I actually really like them. This one's pop art. So this one's probably gonna remind me of Modern Girls. Oh, ladies. If you need a movie to watch tonight, if you don't watch Modern Girls right now with Bruno X, I don't know what to tell you. I truly don't. Here's what the outside looks like, already adorable. Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, this is cute. 100%. And I think I'm gonna use these as freebies for my Etsy shop. All right, so here they are. Very, very cute. Has a sweet little cat theme. You get quite a few of the same ones. Oh, that's so sweet. Okay, let's open this up and see what we got going on here. So first, I pulled this out. It's actually a journal, or like a grid line bullet journal kind of thing. It's not really bullets though, it's like graph paper. That's cute. And then we get some of these little envelopes. Then you get this paper pack that kind of comes like this. And just so you can see, there's like more stuff in here. Lots of the same little stacks of paper. That is really cute to me. So there's that. Then it looks like you get a little washi roll. I stopped buying washies. I don't really use them. I see a lot of junk journalers actually use a lot of washi, but in my style, I don't really use it anymore. That's why you never really see me haul it. I'm not gonna open up these little packs, but I'm sure cute stickers in here. Then these look like you tear them, but wow. I did good. I did good on this haul. This is probably one of my favorite ones. Oh, I love, these are some of my favorites. I feel like if I'll tell you this, of all the things I do try to find, they're like the vintage postcards. And I do struggle to find them. I wouldn't call this vintage postcards because they're just like a vintage type of paper, but the postcards have this look on it. So it's a little bit hard, like thicker, you know, like cardstock. And then you get some cute stickers. That's cute. Little coffee one. And then look at this. That is interesting. It's like kind of see-through. What would you call this? The name is escaping me. I want to say like a wax paper, but I don't want to say cellophane. But what kind of paper is this? I love that. And then there's these bigger pieces of vintage papers. This is absolutely stunning. Just stunning. I can't believe this pack. Thank you to Temu for sponsoring today's video, but like I said, I do not make a commission whatsoever off of any of the links, whether you buy it, whether you don't. The links are just for it to be helpful so that you can obviously shop anything I'm showing you, because it would be really rude to be like, here's what I got, but I'm not gonna show you how to find it. So anyways, thank you for watching this video and for hanging out with me. And I will link all the things you need. They're gonna give you guys a discount code as well to use. So definitely check the link in the description box below. Plus I'm gonna pin it in the comments. Make sure you use it so that you can just stack on stack on stack and get some really good discounts and savings. So I will see you guys next time. Bye.